Most Nigerians don't understand, say, the illegitimate administrator that actually governed Rivers State for about 6 months, or 6 months to be precise, don't come out now to come tell the House of Assembly in Rivers State, say, they don't get any right to probe him, that what he did while he was then the administrator of Rivers State was an amazing thing. But most of them don't understand the ill and the wickedness which this administrator actually committed when he was then the administrator of Rivers State. But for you and I to understand very well, I go tell now a story to understand a pictorial evidence of what really happened for Rivers State. Make I tell her the story. You see, there is one family. The father get 2 sons. And the father can't give one of his massive landed properties to 2 of his children, make them manage. May they till the land, and at the end of every farming season, may they share the proceeds will come out from the farm where they actually do. It got to a time, the both brothers come start to fight themselves, say, one say na me go get all the land, one say na me go take all the land. The case come reach the papa place. Papa tried to resolve this issue, but the papa cannot resolve the issue. The father now, because he was unable to manage the crisis between the both sons, and you know one day bias, he can't decide to give his grandfather to help him settle the issue where they happen between his 2 sons. When he reached the grandfather place, the grandfather can become a man of wisdom. He said, currently, both of you are fighting yourselves, and whatever decision I take now, you no go pay any of now. In view of that, make 2 of now go. Make una go resolve my differences. When I don't resolve my differences, when I come back, come meet me, then we'll know what we do with regards to the land we wanna get. Say, but for the time being, I go give one of your papa friend the land, make it keep am for una until when I settle the crisis, because the land cannot just be there like that. Now, after some few time, both brothers concept, they can't realize their mistake with them do. They come meet their grandfather, say, grandpapa, we don't settle, we don't decide, say, the way our papa say more they do am before, now we want to do am, so no more crisis. He can't say, okay, go back, go meet your papa friend, look gonna take the land for your papa friend hand. When they can't go meet the father friend, they come to the father friend, say, look here, we don't come, our grandpa can say, more can't take our land. Because you are free to take your property, no problem, go and take it, it's there for you. When they reach there, they can't realize, say, the man don't divide the farmland into 2. He don't say one part, now only one part remain. My grandfather give full plot of land. Why this na half you they hand over to us? You can't tell the children, say, you don't have any right to ask me such a question, because you are not the one that gave me the land, so you don't have any rights. I'm not responsible to answer any question from you. So if you, the children get right to ask the party question or not, make her come back. This is the fate of what is happening in Rivers State currently. That alleged criminal Ibas went to Rivers State on a platter of gold because Tinubu happened to be the grandfather. Wike happened to be the father, while Fubara and members of the House of Assembly happened to be the 2 brothers. Now, House of Assembly don't they look and say, this man will rule us for this 6 months. We don't utilize money in our own view. In view of that, he need to explain to us how he spend the money where he spend for Rivers State, because he say he put solar for Governor's Lodge that is not bigger than the presidential villa. President used 10 billion, he used 22 billion. That is not really adding up. Now, in they tell them, say, don't get any justification to ask him question. And what we don't understand now is, where will this lead to? Is it that Wike is the one instigating them to ask the question, or the House members now don't they come back to their senses, say, we messed up initially, there was no need for us to fight for Bara, because we are both brothers. All we are doing is for the good of the people. Why we can't fight ourselves in the first place? Because the summary of all this now is, say, if the House decide not to fight for Bara, Wike will become an empty man, because any fight wey Wike they fight, he only use the House to fight for Bara. If the House decide to say they are not fighting for Bara, Wike is powerless. So the battle line has been drawn between the House of Assembly, Wike, and Ibas. Because if the House of Assembly decides to push this further, it might affect Wike at the end of the day. And Wike might not want them to push this further, and there might be a clash between the House of Assembly and Wike at the end of the day. Probably, for Bara prayers, they answer indirectly. May God help you of Rivers State, because the battle ahead of them, you go choke. However, guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share this video. I remain the Eagle's Eyes.